In today's video, I will be ranking and showcasing all the boss drops in Haze piece. Some accessories can be dropped from the bosses and some of them can be dropped from the super bosses, which are pretty difficult to get but will be very powerful. But before we get into the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button since more than 95% of you guys are not subscribed. Starting off, we have the oversized helmet, and I'm gonna be ranking this one in the bad tier since this accessory only gives you 45 stamina, and to be honest, that is not really that useful. You would rather get something which would give you health or give you some extra damage. So with that being said, the oversized helmet will be staying in the bad tier. Next, we have the clown nose. This one gives you 100 health, which is definitely not going to be going any higher than the bad tier. But yes, I will be ranking this just a little bit over the oversized helmet since I think I would always take health rather than stamina. Next, we have the eye patch, and this one gives you 20 stamina, which is yet again very bad. But if you guys are starting out in the game and you guys have these little accessories, they can be somewhat of a help, but still they are not really that useful. Okay, next we have the Sea Beast helmet, and this one is going to be going in the mid tier. It gives you 100 stamina and also gives you 15% extra speed, so you are a little bit more faster than you are usually. I would, to be honest, put this in the bad tier, but it just gives you a speed buff, so for that reason it will be going in the mid tier. But of course there are a lot better accessories than this one. Okay, now we're talking. We have the blue scarf, and this one gives you a lot of different buffs, and to be honest, I will be ranking this one in the best tier. It gives you 10% sword damage, 650 health, and also a measly 10 stamina. That is, I guess, decent, but definitely the 10% extra sword damage and the 650 health will be a big factor, and that will definitely help you guys a lot in this game. So for that reason, it is going to be staying in the best tier. Next, we have the Sea Beast armor, and this one is definitely going in the best tier and a lot higher than the blue scarf. Basically, the Sea Beast armor gives you 1,500 extra health. And you know, that is a big difference if you guys are using it for fighting other people. And also you guys will get a 15% extra speed bonus as well. So overall it is a very decent accessory, but it does not buff your damage. So I guess that's a bit sad, but still it gives you a lot of health. Okay, next we have the thunder drums, and these ones are gonna be going just below the blue scarf. They give you 500 extra health and also give you 5% extra fruit damage, which seems like very little, but eventually it adds up and helps you guys grind in this game. And obviously the 500 health is actually pretty substantial, so it is going to be staying in the best tier. Next, we have the pearl necklace, and this one gives you 80 stamina and 7.5% fruit damage. It's not really that special, so I'm going to be ranking this in the mid tier, but it gives you 7.5% extra fruit damage, which is actually pretty good, but still it does not give you any health or anything like that, so I think it does not deserve to be in the best tier. Okay, next we have the green cloak, and this one is definitely one of the best accessories in the game. It gives you 10% extra sword damage and also gives you 1,700 health. Bro, that is just insane. That makes a big difference in your health, and that will definitely save you guys a lot when you are fighting other people. So definitely the green cloak is gonna be staying in the best tier. Oh, and if you still haven't, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you find my content helpful. Next, we have the sleeping mask, and this one just gives you 420 health, so it is definitely going to be staying in the mid tier. It does not really give you a very big substantial buff, which would make it go in the best tier. Okay, next we have the Tremor Cloak, and this one is definitely 110% going in the best tier, and I'm going to be ranking this just a little bit above the blue scarf. It gives you 700 health, which is very good, and also gives you 7.5% extra fruit damage. So if you guys are using devil fruits, you should probably use this accessory and it will be the best one for you. But if you guys are using swords, then the green cloak is the better one for you. Next we have the Varden Hat, and this one is literally useless, gives you 40 stamina. That is so bad. So for that reason, it is going to be staying in the bad tier. Okay, next we have the gold pauldrons or whatever that is. This one basically gives you 2.5% extra health regen, which is a very minor buff, but still it is a lot better than all of the ones in the bad tiers. So I'm going to be ranking this one at the end of mid tier. It doesn't quite deserve to be at the top, but yes, this little buff can help you guys get a little bit more health, which is pretty good. Next we have another trash accessory. This one gives you 35 stamina, so you know, it deserves to be in the bad tier, and yeah, it's quite useless. Okay, next we have the green bandana. I'm gonna be ranking this just equal to the pearl necklace. Basically it gives you 5% extra sword damage and also gives you 45 stamina. So if you guys are starting out and you guys have this accessory, you can use it to deal a little bit more damage with your sword. But if you guys are getting into the end game and you guys are pretty strong, then I would rather grind for the green cloak accessory. Next we have the Neptune crown, and I'm gonna be ranking this just at the bottom of best tier. It gives you 600 health and also gives you water immunity. So for example, you will not take any damage in water, which is very helpful if you guys are fighting sea beasts and you know, doing stuff on water. So for that reason it is gonna be in the best tier, but for PvP and for farming it doesn't really serve a very big purpose. So for that reason it is gonna be at the bottom of best tier. Next we have the monkey crown, and this one gives you 250 health, which is, you know, pretty bad, so it's gonna be staying at the top of bad tier. Next we have the black shades, and I'm gonna be ranking this, and this one will be going just above the sea beast helmet. It gives you 35 stamina and also gives you 3.5% health regen, which can be very helpful if you guys are fighting or if you guys are grinding. So for that reason it is gonna be just below the sleeping mask. And lastly we have the coded mask, and I'm gonna be ranking this just above the thunder drums. It gives you 500 health and also gives you 5% sword damage, which is, I guess, pretty decent. And that is all the accessories ranked and also showcased. But there is still one thing which I didn't tell you guys, and that is how do you get these accessories from which bosses, since there are a lot of bosses in the game. So now I'm gonna be starting from the bottom and gonna be going to the top and naming all the bosses which will drop these accessories, so then you guys would know which boss to grind to get a specific boss drop or accessory. Starting off with the eye patch, this one can be dropped from the bandit boss at the starter island. These glasses can be dropped from Tashi in the Log town. The Varden Hat is a 2.5% drop chance in the Impel jail. The overhaul helmet can be dropped by defeating the Minotaur boss at the 3 islands. The clown nose can be dropped from the clown boss at the Buggy island. The monkey crown accessory can be obtained by defeating the king gorilla at the Tall Woods island. The gold pauldrons or whatever it is will be dropped from the Craig boss at the sea restaurant. The sea beast helmet can be dropped from defeating the sea beast. The black shades can be obtained from defeating the Virgo boss. The sleeping mask can be obtained from defeating the admiral at the marine headquarters. The green bandana can be obtained from defeating the super boss dual swordsman. The pearl necklace can be dropped from the super boss Fire Fist Ace, and it is 100% drop chance. The Neptune crown can be dropped from the Neptune boss at the Fish Island. The thunder drums can be dropped from the thunder boss at the Sky Island. The coded mask will be obtained by defeating the Mace super boss. The blue scarf can be obtained by defeating the Ryumi or whatever the name is at the Thriller Bark island. The Tremor Cloak can be bought from Bella at the marine headquarters. The sea beast armor can be dropped just by defeating a sea beast. And lastly, the green cloak can be obtained by defeating the 3 sword style boss at the Snowy Island. And that is all of the locations and the bosses which you guys would need to defeat to get all the accessories in Haze Piece. So if you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That would greatly help the channel out, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.